Good morning, student. In the previous session, we learned solid state introduction part and different type of solid state, that is crystalline solid, amorphous solid. In that crystalline solid, there are mainly four types, that is one ionic solid, second one is metallic solid, third one is covalent solid or network solid, fourth one is molecular solid. And in molecular solid, it again divided into three types. One is polar molecular solid and non-polar molecular solid, and the third one is hydrogen bonded molecular solid. Today in this video we will learn new topics, that is crystal lattice and unit cell. First we know crystal lattice. So it is a three-dimensional arrangement of particles in space. Here I draw one structure. See, this is the crystal lattice structure. I will explain. It's a three-dimensional arrangement of constituent particles in space. Constituent particles arranging in a regular manner in space. See, this is a constituent particles in a regular manner arranging in a space, that is in three-dimensional arrangement of particle in space. I will explain with model. See, you have to assume this is a arrangement of constituent particles in space. I don't have a crystal lattice model, that's why I am using this box, considering as this unit cell I have considered here. I will explain with this one later, the second one. See, this is one arrangement, this is one arrangement, another arrangement, another arrangement. This is a front side. Similar way, back side also four arrangement. This system is called as crystal lattice. See, constituent particles are arranged like this, regular manner. See, constituent particles are arranged in a regular manner. So, the next one, unit cell. The smallest portion of the crystal lattice is called unit cell. The smallest portion of the crystal lattice, that is this whole system is considered as a crystal lattice. I will take one portion from this. This is unit cell. Considered as a unit cell means I will take one system, one smallest portion from this as a unit cell. So that smallest portion of the crystal lattice is called as unit cell. So in the unit cell there are edges is there and lattice point is there, then faces is there. Now look into that faces, edges and lattice points. See, this one considered as a unit cell means here lattice point is there. How many lattice point is there? Now we will look into that one. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lattice point is there. What is lattice point? Lattice point means it's a point where the constituent particles are placed. This is lattice point. See, this is lattice point. In a unit cell there are total 8 lattice point is there. That means in 8 position that constituent particles, either atom, molecule or ion, whatever it may be, that will accumulate or placed in this lattice point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back side 4, front side 4. So next, coming to faces. In a smallest portion of the crystal lattice unit cell, there are 6 faces is there. See, 1 front side, back side 1 face, 2, 3 up and below, 3, 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are total 6 faces in a unit cell. Now coming to edges. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 edges over, 4. Similarly, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 9, 10, 11, 12. So, in a unit cell, simple unit cell, there are 12 edges is there. So, how many lattice point is there? There are 8 lattice point is there. Then how many edges is there? 12 edges is there. So, how many faces is there? There are 6 faces is there. So, this is the brief whatever about the unit cell and crystal lattice. So, we saw unit cell. So, in general, there are several unit cells is there. Cells are there. So, in next we will look at to the looking into the different types of unit cell. So, we are looking into unit cell. So, unit cell classification, there are mainly two classes is there. So, one is primitive unit cell and one more is centered unit cell. So, what is primitive unit cell? If you consider the simple unit cell, so there are, as I told, 8 lattice point or 8 corner is there. So, in primitive unit cell, the constituent particles present only at the corner or lattice point only. See, that atom or molecule or ion placed or occupy corner position only. That type of unit cell called primitive unit cell or simple unit cell. So, the next one is centered unit cell. Centered unit cell means it's a type of unit cell that constituent particles are present corner and along with the other position of the unit cell. That may be in center or faces or any other position it will occupy means that type of unit cell called centered unit cell. Centered unit cell means that constituent particles are occupied or placed not only corner along with other position of the unit cell. So, centered unit cells are again further classified into 3 types. One is body centered, unit cell, and second one is face centered, third one is end centered. So, centered unit cell is a unit cell that constituent particles are placed along with the corner, placed not only in corner, along with the other place of the unit cell. So, it is classified as body centered cubic unit cell. Simply, short formally we call it as BCC. That means body centered cubic unit cell. Then second one is face centered, that is call it as FCC, that is face centered cubic unit cell, and third one is end centered unit cell. So, let us discuss where is constituent particles are placed in body centered and face centered where it is placed, end centered means what is, will explain. See, body centered unit cell means that constituent particles are occupied or placed in corner, that means in 8 corner or 8 lattice point of the unit cell, along with one constituent particle is placed in a center of the unit cell. This type of system is called BCC or body centered cubic unit cell. If I consider the model means, see, this is a simple unit cell that constituent particles are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and along with the 8 constituent particle, one is in center of the, center means it is not showing here, center of the, in the middle of the unit cell. So this is clear, right? Then face centered unit cell, face centered cubic unit cell. In this face centered unit cell means along with the constituent particles at the corner, each face has contained one constituent particle. This is one face means in the center consider one constituent particle. So this is one face, it consider 1 and that upper portion is 1, this is here one constituent particle. That back side is not showing here in 3 dimension, so it will consider one constant particle. And one more is here, this face. So 5 constituent particles are in face of the unit cell over. So one more is below of the unit cell. So total 1, 2, 3 upper portion and back side 4, 5 and middle this face, this one. So total 6 constituent particles are present along with the corner constituent particles. If I consider the model means in the corner constituent particle is there, face centered means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Along with the 8, 1 front, back side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this type of unit cell means face centered unit cell. Then end centered unit cell. This is mean this one defined means if I consider a simple unit cell, see, end centered means eight constituent particles are at the corner and along with the 8 corner constituent particle is present, along with this any 2 opposite faces. Here in face centered all the faces are containing one constituent particle, but in end centered not like that, not all the faces, any opposite 2 faces. That means if I consider first face above face means front face means that it should occupy that below face, sorry, back side face. Front face one constant particle is there means obviously back side one constant particle. Here one constant particle is there means that back side, this side one more constant. This type of unit cell means not only front and back, it may contain this side and this side exactly opposite to each other. That type of unit cell is called end-centered unit cell. We will move on to next topic, parameters of unit cell. In order to study the different types of unit cell, we have to study the parameters of unit cell. There are total 6 parameters is there. So let us consider a simple unit cell from the crystal lattice. I will take one simple unit cell. In that, this is one edge. I will name it as A, and this is one more edge. I name it as B, and in above direction one more edge. I will name it as C. So there are 3 edges, A, B and C. These 3 parameters and another 3 parameters. In those edges, there is between angle is there. In A and C edge, there is angle, and in B and C, here also an angle is there. See, I will name it as A and C. Between angle, those angle as beta. Between A and B, angle, name it as gamma. In between B and C, angle alpha. So 3 angles, alpha, beta and gamma. In between edges C and B, name it as alpha. In between A and C, that angle is, name it as beta. That edges B and A, name it as gamma. These 3 angles and 3 edges. Total 6 parameters are present in the unit cell. So we have to study the different types of primitive cell, means we have to know these parameters of unit cell. By identification of different unit cell, that parameters must require. So next we will move on to the types of primitive cell. Primitive cell means, what is primitive cell? That constituent particles are present only at the corner position or in lattice point. Only at the lattice point. That type of unit cell is called primitive unit cell. Before that we studied centered unit cell. Now we will move on to the different types of primitive unit cell. So there are 7 basic primitive unit cell is there. One, cubic unit cell, and second one is tetragonal, third one is orthorhombic, and fourth one is hexagonal, fifth one is rhombohedral, sixth one is monoclinic, and seventh last one is triclinic. That 3 I will explain later. First we will see these first 4 primitive unit cell. Cubic unit cell, that one already you know that one. All the edges A, B and C in the unit cell, that both 3 are equal to each other, and angle between those edges exactly 90 degrees. That type of unit cell is called cubic unit cell. All the edges A, B and C in the whole unit cell is equal to each other. The second one, tetragonal. In tetragonal structure, here A and B are equal, but C edge or C side is not equal to A and B. So A is equal to B, but B is not equal to C. But in an angle, alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. That means mutually perpendicular to each other. That type of unit cell is called tetragonal unit cell. This is the example for tetragonal unit cell. See, this edge is equal to this edge, but these both are equal, C edge is not equal to this A and B, but angle is 90 degree. Next, third one is orthorhombic. Orthorhombic means here that edges A, B, C, both three are not equal to each other. A is not equal to B. Here you saw. Here is A is not equal to B and B is not equal to C. Both three edges are not equal to each other. But angle alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. Both three angles are mutually perpendicular to each other. This is the example for orthorhombic. See, this edge is not equal to this edge B and these two not equal to this C edge, but angle is 90 degree. And the fourth one is hexagonal. This type of structure you studied in first PUC, graphite structure. There also like this hexagonal structure is you studied already. See, A is not equal to B, A is not equal to B, B is not equal to C. But here the difference is one angle must be 120 degree. See, here gamma angle between A and B, this is 120 degree. But both alpha and beta is 90 degree. Both alpha and beta angle that is 90 degree. These are the four primitive unit cell. Let us see another three primitive unit cell. Another three types are rhombohedral, monoclinic and triclinic. So let us see one by one. Rhombohedral means all the sides A, B and C, these all three are equal in length, that edge length are equal, but that angle between those sides A, B and C, that is alpha, beta, gamma, is not equal to 90 degree. This all the angle is not equal to 90 degree. This type of unit cell is called rhombohedral. Then sixth one, monoclinic. Monoclinic, the structure is not proper, exactly not like this. You can adjust it. So here that edges A, B and C, both three are not equal to each other. This A is not equal to B, this C also not equal to both A and B. But here angle alpha and beta and gamma. In this, alpha and gamma angles are alpha is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. But beta is not equal to 90 degree. That edge between A and C, this angle is around 120 degree, not equal to 90 degree. Clear now? See, alpha is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree angle, but beta is not equal to 90 degree. And last one is triclinic. Here also, here both three edges A, B and C, both three edges are not equal to each other, and that angle between those edges alpha, beta and gamma, these both three angles are not equal to 90 degree. These are the 7 basic primitive unit cell: cubic, tetragonal, hexagonal, orthorhombic, rhombohedral, monoclinic and triclinic. This concept is asked may ask in CET exam or competitive exam, they will give alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma, that not equal to 90 degree, which type of unit cell, or alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree, mention or name the type of unit cell. This type of question may ask in competitive exams. To remembering these 7 system, one formula is there: C to her. C to her. See her, not see her. Here C to her. That means C means cubic, T means tetragonal, O means orthorhombic, H means hexagonal, E not there, R means rhombohedral, and obviously you know monoclinic and triclinic. It is simple to remember. To C to her. Here all the 7 basic primitive unit cell you can easily remember for exam purpose.